How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. We also got to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. And you know what time it is. It is time for the joke of the day. If you're new to this channel, we do this 5 days out of the work week. Maybe you had a long, maybe you had a stressful day, or maybe it was the market conditions. Hey, they're actually great today. Well, you came to watch this video, plus hear one of my corny jokes. Here it comes. Why do bees have sticky hair? Because they use honeycombs. I know it's pretty corny. But anyways, what we're going to be talking about today is SNDL Sundial growers. We definitely did see that, you know what? It was green on the day, and we know that we're playing this play in regards to its momentum. But before we get started, of course, let's go over the agenda. Also in this video, we won't have to go over too much. So that's going to be great because I don't want to be taking up too much of your time, and I want to make sure the information that I give you is useful. So if you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know there's a timestamp down below in the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about getting into a position, then I suggest you watch the entire video. So the one thing that we're going to be going over is the technical analysis, taking a look at the overall price action. If you are thinking to get into this play, where would you want to be looking at? Also taking a look, if this stock does decide to break out, what will those areas particularly be? The reason why this is key because we want to ride this momentum and we want to maximize profits as well. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know what the inflow was and what is the outflow in regards to overall orders. So what does this mean? Are people buying it up or are they selling it out? And then when all of that is done, I'm going to be giving you guys my final thoughts. So let's get into it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for SNDL Sundial growers. So let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up being up 6.42%, closing at $1.16. If we take a look at where it tested 113 on the low and then testing 122 on the high. So right away, as what we could see right here, SNDL is doing a great job riding above this 100-day. I do see this bullish pattern continuing because, as many of you know, it is moving literally alongside with GME and as well as AMC. So as long as meme stocks are on a run, SNDL is going to be looking very healthy here. So one of the things that I want you guys to pay attention to, where we could definitely be off to the races, and I want you to understand, is this level here, right here around 150. If we can get past this 150 level, things get interesting. We'd be looking forward to seeing that move to 160. We get past that 160 level, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that test around this 174, 175, and then making that move, essentially getting to that $2 level. Do keep in mind of the fact, if we take a look at the RSI down below, the indicator is telling us, yes, it is in the overbought territory, but you do have to keep in mind of the fact that this stock is on a run. It is moving. If we can actually force these shorts, we already know the short interest is very high in this stock, then we can look forward to seeing a very strong move to the upside very quickly here. As far as areas of support that I want to see continue hold up, we've been doing a great job holding up the 100-day. You see it's here at 107. So I can honestly believe and think that SNDL should be able to hold up the $10 area fairly well. If it continued to hold up this $10 and we continue to have the momentum in a lot of meme stocks, with SNDL being one of them, then we can definitely look forward to seeing even a better day than we already had for today. We saw a lot of SNDL's movements was happening also inside the pre-market, but when we saw it come into regular trading hours, like I said, very similar to the other plays. So you definitely want to be patient here, and if you can get in the low $10, so to be more exact about that, where you see you got to 13s or 14, that's fine, because I definitely do see there's still upside. We still have the rest of this week and also moving forward, because again, we just don't know how long this is going to last, but we're looking forward to seeing that price action really look strong. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for SNDL. So we could see here on the inflow side, we had 74, and then on the outflow side, we had 62. We had 1 for the large, we also had 51 for the medium, and we had 23 on the small. On the outflow side, we had 0 on the large, medium 45, and small we had 17. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days and taking into consideration today's date, it was 594.64. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys here. Yes, SNDL people are loading up. They are buying it up. They are looking forward to seeing a strong move in this particular stock. Part of the reasons why we're covering it on this channel, and we have to make sure that we're prepared to be a part of this run up. I know many of you already are in this play, and also many of you who have actually just came to the channel, not too sure about what your cost averages are, but I know you're telling me, hey, things are looking good for you. But just to kind of remind you guys, we were saying, hey, you wanted to load up on SNDL when it was in the 70-cent range. So I'm in that range. I know many of you are in that range, so I want to take my hats off to you, and definitely can't wait to see what it looks like for tomorrow. So now let's get into the final thoughts. So for my final thoughts for SNDL Sundial growers, there's some key areas we need to look out for. We already know in regards to the short interest information, which we covered it over on the weekend, it has some short squeeze potential here. We also do know that it is a meme stock and it moves very similar to other stocks that we talk about on this channel, like AMC and so forth. So I want you to be aware of that. So even when AMC had that strong sell-off at the period of the day, SNDL experienced the exact same thing. But areas that I want you guys to look out for is right at that $1.20 level. As you know, that served as a strong area of resistance. And I talked about if we could pass $1.20 with a lot of buying volume and demand for shares, then we could definitely make a strong move to the upside. The next level then to look out for will be right around $1.50. If we can get past that $1.50 level, then things can get even more interesting. And I feel like this is definitely possible, especially if we have continued momentum in the AMCs and all of the other stocks as well. And that's one thing that I want to make sure that you guys are aware of. As far as catalyst information, what's going on in the outside environment in regards to the cannabis industry, you guys are all up to date on that. I made sure that I gave you the info that you needed. So at this point, we also do see large scale orders. Yes, people are buying, they are loading up, they're looking forward to a big move as well. So I hope you guys, after you watch this video, you are prepared. Make sure you do some more homework and some more due diligence so you can have your entry plan as well as your exit plan if you're already in the entry, just to make sure that you can come out of this thing profitable. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.